Viewers, if you like my videos, then please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon.
Hello viewers, hope you are doing well. In this video, I will show you how to use count if formula in different scenarios. The first scenario is use of count if formula based on one condition. Here I selected the region to show you how many rows of east in the mentioned data. So need the number of rows of east region. I just use the simple formula countif range criteria. So let use this formula countif range criteria. So here we go. We just found that in the provided data we have 13 rows for east. Here it comes 13 count, and the count is exactly the same as mentioned in the data. Now, since we have more than one region in our data, central, east, and west, and what if I want to know that how many number of rows or data in the data set for more than one region? So let's say I selected east and central, and I want to know how many rows are there in the data with respect to region east and central. So the first formula I can use countif range criteria plus countif range criteria. Simple using the formula countif range first criteria plus countif range my second criteria, and it will give us the answer that there is 37 rows pertains to the data of east and central. So let's check this by filtering the data. Here we got 37 counts and the formula giving the same answer. Now, what if we are required to calculate the same count but with the single formula? Here, as you can see, the second formula with the combination of sum product function. So first thing first, I'm using the countif formula but with some alteration. Countif range. First, I need to clear the filter in order to find the correct counts. Countif range. Now, in the criteria, I would require to add bracket. Please follow the same bracket as I have selected. Inverted commas, the first requirement is east, then comma, inverted commas, the second requirement is central. Inverted commas closed. First close the bracket, then close the countif condition. We are required to add the combination of sum product. So here in the start, we will add sum product, close the bracket and enter. Here we go. We are getting the same numbers as got in the first formula. But in the first formula, we use two countifs to find out the total rows of two regions. And in the second formula, we just used the words of regions for which we are required to find out the total rows with the combination of sum product. Now, what if, as we are counting the numbers based on two regions, what if, since we have a lot more data, a lot more columns like representative, items, units, unit cost, total, what if we are required to exclude something into these two regions? Since we have counted the total numbers based on two regions, east and central, that is 37. Now, what if we are required to exclude any content of the other columns? So let's understand this, how we will exclude any content into these regions. Here we are using the same region, east and central, but we don't want to add in the counts the number of binder. Since we have in the items binder, desk, pen, pen set and pencil, but we don't want to add the item binder in the region east and central. We want to exclude the number of binders in our total count. So for this, first we use countifs instead of countif for the identification of total rows with relation to east and central, but excluding the product or item binder. So we are actually giving two criterias in the countif function. So for that, we use countifs instead of countif. So let's check this, how we can exclude any item to find out the total rows based on east and central with the exclusion of one item. And here I am going to exclude the item binder. So first I am clearing all filters applied earlier, then I am applying the formula. So equal countif, and here I will use countifs instead of countif. It is because I am giving two criteria to calculate the counts. The first range, region, and here in this data set, what I required, bracket, inverted commas, the sum of these two regions, east and central. The second data set, the second criteria, item. And what I want is, in this data set, the numbers should not include the item binder. So I am going to exclude this, not equal to and binder. And since we use these brackets, so we will add the combination of sum product, close the bracket and enter. Here we go. The counts are 24. So let's check this with the data. Central East, and in the items I am excluding binder. 24. The same number which the formula is providing, that we have 24 rows in the region East and Central, excluding the item binder. You can change your data. Let's say if we changing East from West, and let's say if we use I'm changing East from West, and here I am changing binder with pen. Here the data is showing 28. So just checking this, instead of East I am selecting West, and here I am filtering out the pen. So do we have 28 numbers? Oh yes, the count is 28. So this is how we use the countif and countifs function with different scenarios. I hope you like my video, and also this video will help you to use this formula properly. Thank you so much for watching.